And we are live. Welcome everyone to the Extreme Improv Xstreamed Geek Battle here on the Extreme Improv Xstreamed YouTube channel. Make sure you smash that subscribe button because it is time to get freaky, it is time to get geeky, and on today's exciting edition of Geek Battle, we will be doing this fascinating blend of improv with discussion, podcasting, debate, and stupid games. And on the show today, the cast, this is just scratching the surface. There may be more joining us. We're not sure. But Capelthave, say hello to the people and give us an interesting geek fact.
Hello, my mortals. So here's the thing. If you've seen Black Panther, if you're not, spoilers, you know the Mbaku tribe mentions when they're about to fight T'Challa, glory to Hanuman. Hanuman is actually an Indian god, but in the Black Panther universe, the Mbaku tribe worships Hanuman. And they kind of do it with good detail because the Mbaku tribe is also vegetarians. So, and also worshippers of Hanuman's had to eat vegetables. But the odd thing is, Hanuman is the god of strength, victory, and celibacy. So I'm not sure Mbaku's celibate or his entire generation is. But the odd thing is that even though there are no Indian gorillas, there's only Indian monkeys. But when you get to ape and strength, it's mostly gorillas, and the Mbaku tribe has a giant gorilla. So I'm not sure how they made that connection.
I think lack of research. But Cap, I like your facts there, very detailed, so you'll get a bonus point. Andrew, say hello to the people and grace us with your geek trivia fact of the week.
Hello, everybody. My geek trivia.
It's a travesty. Yes, go ahead.
My geek trivia fact is, I don't know how many people know, I didn't find this out until probably a couple of years ago, but Michael Keaton's real name is Michael Douglas.
Yes, that is a very cool fact.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, so, okay, I am going to say Michael Keaton, Michael Douglas, they are both heavily within the geek world. Well, especially Michael Keaton, Birdman, Batman, and, of course, the Vulture. So for that, Andrew, you get a bonus point. Marty, say hello to the people and give us your trivia fact.
Hello, everybody. Since we were talking about Lord of the Rings a little bit before we turned the cameras on, I thought I would throw this. I'm sure people know this, but Viggo Mortensen was not the original Aragorn. They originally cast an actor named Stuart Townsend, I believe his name is, and it just wasn't working out, and so they fired him and hired Viggo. And if you look at Stuart Townsend, it's kind of funny. He seems like he would be more of a fit for Legolas physically than Aragorn. Stuart Townsend, if you don't know, he played the vampire Lestat in that the movie with Aaliyah as the Queen of the Damned, I think it's called. Not super well known, but he's been in a few things.
Okay, well, that is interesting. I always find it interesting when there's like someone who was cast in something and for whatever reason it doesn't work out. Interesting.
He was in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen as well.
Well, that film didn't work out for anyone. So, although here's a trivia fact that wasn't meant to be my one, but I think that was the last film that Sean Connery was in before he retired.
It was.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing, and it's like Gene Hackman. The last film he was in, I think, was a film called Welcome to Mooseport, with Ray Romano in, and it's just like these legends just end things on this terrible film.
Did you know
the guy who did Mortal Kombat, right?
What, Gene Hackman?
No, not Hugh Jackman. The guy who did
Raul Julia.
Oh, Raul Julia. No, in Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter.
Yeah. Nah, that is a legendary role. He is the one reason to watch that film. Okay.
Did you know that Sean Connery turned down the role of Gandalf in Lord of the Rings because he said I just don't understand it.
That is crazy.
And the Matrix. I mean, turned down
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Who did he turn down in the Matrix? He was going to play Neo in the Matrix.
No, the architect, I think.
Oh, okay. He should have done. Silly man. Right, so, anyway, my name is David Pstansky, and my geek trivia fact of the week is that in Lord of the Rings, we're going to come on to this as our opening discussion round in a second, but in Lord of the Rings, people often question in the movies and the same in the Hobbits that there are the great eagles and they just can fly them all the way to Mordor and stuff like this. Well, they were very different in the original books and they could talk. How about that? And basically they told Gandalf, look, we'll fly you, so far, but we're not a taxi service is basically what they said. So with this, let's talk a little bit about Lord of the Rings, and we will use that as the kicking off point here. So the mighty eagles, the great eagles, why didn't they just, in the movies, in the books, we can use whatever justification or version we want, why couldn't they just fly the whole damn way to Mordor? Capital Fave.
One theory is that because the ring would corrupt everything, and those eagles are actually, something similar to Gandalf. The same reason why Gandalf couldn't carry the ring is the same reason why the eagles couldn't be close to the ring.
Wait a second, Cap. Wait a second. We're getting in. They would be carrying Frodo. Frodo is carrying the ring. This is getting into the whole. If Thor puts his hammer in an elevator, does that mean the elevator's worthy territory?
Yes, the elevator doesn't move.
Keep going,
here's the thing, though. It's kind of true because the worst thing that the ring could, even like in the Fellowship, Gandalf is the biggest threat. If the ring ends up on him, it'll be the biggest threat. Otherwise, like Aragorn, Legolas, they probably get killed and they will not bring a big threat. But these eagles are really powerful, and if the ring gets onto them, that will be a huge problem.
So hang on, by this same logic, if I remember the line vaguely, Sam says, I cannot carry this, but I can carry you. And then Sam carries Frodo. Is this therefore evidence that Sam is therefore the least powerful person in the Fellowship? Because he can carry Frodo and the ring.
Sam is the most powerful.
Wait, but by your logic, if the Eagles are too powerful...
No, Eagles are too powerful, but if they become corrupt, there'll be a problem. Sam is too powerful on his pureness, so he can do it. He can basically do anything.
Why didn't they just give him the ring then? Frodo is such a wet blanket in the
That's
entire
what everyone
trilogy.
said. Like, give Sam the ring.
Yeah. Like, literally, Sam is the true hero of that film.
J.R.R. Tolkien is a hack.
He certainly is. Okay, Marty, do you have any further thoughts on these great Eagles?
I'm not really. It's been a long time.
Oh,
since
give
I've
it a
read
go,
the book.
Marty. It's not like we're on a show.
Oh, I know. But I was just going to say, it's been a long time since I've read the books. And I do, it did bother me a little bit that the Eagles didn't talk in the movies because they do in the books. And they also talk in the 1970s Rankin Bass animation show. And they're very regal and above it all kind of thing. I feel like what you said was like, we're not a taxi service. We are the Eagles. We are, very important. We'll do this for you, Gandalf, because I think didn't the Lord of the Eagles owe Gandalf a favor?
Is Gway
like
here? Gway here is,
What?
I believe, like the main one. I can fact check this.
I don't know, but I feel like there's reference to like owing Gandalf a favor or something.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, let me
in
see
the
if I can
movie,
find it.
and also the horse that Gandalf rides, he's also owes Gandalf. He just, random animals owes him favors. The whole movie.
Okay, so let's have a look what it says here. Gway here was searching for Gandalf at the request of Galadriel when he found the wizard atop blah 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 blah. Gandalf had vanquished the Balrog. I don't think this is going to give us the exacts. Gway here once again bore Gandalf. He found his burden to be as light as a feather. For Gandalf's old life had been burned away. Oh, I don't know. I can't find the answer. Tried to find it quick, but fact-checking Lord of the Rings on the spot isn't easy. So, Andrew,
Maybe our viewers can fact check for us.
Put it in the comments, guys. Okay, Andrew, do you have any? You have been silently raging in the background whilst we have discussed Gway here. What are your thoughts?
Well, I've never read the books, haven't seen the movies in years. As for the Eagles, why didn't they just fly them to Mordor? I'm assuming because then it'd be a very short film.
Exactly. Do you know what? That may be the ultimate reason: plot convenience. Because
when you're adapting stuff, books or whatever, into a film or television series, obviously for various different reasons, you have to take some creative liberty sometimes. Some good, some bad, depending on.
yes, and in like they do actually help in the books at the end to bring Sam and Frodo back, but they don't just fly them the entire way back. But in the film, like Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, it literally has about a 40-minute ending as it is. If they would have any like stop-offs, they're just going to Denny's, they're stopping over to get like a good burger or whatever, this would just go on forever.
But even in the books, right, the Eagles could have actually helped, but they didn't. But no one got an answer for it. And then there was a video on Weird or New York Times. There was a Tolkien expert breaks down the most asked question. And the most asked question, why didn't the Eagles help? And the problem is we can only come up with series because when Tolkien was alive, he did answer fan letters, but no one brought up the question, why didn't the Eagles, carry the ring to Mordor? So
I think probably the best answer he could have given would have been like plot convenience. Because so let's see if we can come up with a theory. Why didn't the Eagles help? Because literally they are creatures of Middle Earth as well. If Sauron wins, then they're toast as well. Why wouldn't they help?
Because they're celestials, and the god Arnashim or whatever his name is said that they can't. I'm just saying the plot of the Eternals. No, I don't know.
No.
But they do every time the Eagles appear, they tip the balance.
Yeah.
because they, at the Battle of Five Armies, when they show up, it kind of tips the bat. Every time I'm like, let's just call this movie Lord of the Eagles and be done with it.
Like probably my least favorite line that is a memorable line is it Pippin or Merry? The Eagles are coming! It's just like, you don't even know... What do you know about the Eagles? It's like everyone knows about the Eagles. This movie hasn't explained them. Why is that so exciting?
Maybe they should make a new version, and instead of flying eagles, they should just have the people that were in the band, the Eagles.
Well, exactly. Okay, so have we come to any final... It may be that this mystery is still left open. We haven't come to a conclusion. Audience, do you have any theories on why the Eagles...
We need a Tolkien scholar to come on here and explain it to us.
To be honest, like, whilst we do, like, I kind of feel like it would take the fun out of it. Because they would just have the definitive answer. That's not the point.
As I read from Tolkien's Black Speech and / Elvish, I would break down the reasons why.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Right. And what you have to remember is in 1914, it's like, I don't care. Right.
But again, the plot convenient would apply. To Tolkien, the most important thing about his story is that his story isn't important. To him, it was all about the world, the languages, and the world building. That's what he cared about. The characters themselves are bland characters, good versus evil. So he didn't basically care a lot about story, so he could make a plot mistake and even mind it because it's brilliant on the other scales.
Yeah, absolutely. So, with this, it is Thanksgiving for our friends in the US. Let's have a quick think, and we will have a quick go round the horn and say what we are thankful for in the world of geekiness at the moment. So, or it could be this year. What are we thankful for this year to reflect back? We'll probably do this again when it gets to the end of this calendar year. But since it is Thanksgiving, what are we thankful for at the moment in the geek culture world? Anyone? Oh, I will start. So, here I am with my Apple iPhone, and what I'm going to say on the back of that is I am thankful for Disney Plus. Because, like, yeah, it's Apple, it's Disney, it's all the big evil things. But this year, I've been able to watch WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, at the start of the year, even though it may have came out at the end of last year, The Mandalorian, and literally Hawkeye started today, and these like MCU or Star Wars, What If, and a bunch of other things as well. And it's all like what I think is like a ridiculously cheap price to get more like MCU stuff than what normally you'd get for a fraction of that cost. So for this year, I am thankful for you, Lord Masters at Disney. We thank you. Okay, who else?
You're working for them.
I wish I was Disney Plus. If you want to sponsor this show, if you would like to commission this show, I'm sure you're Marty. What would you like?
Well, in what I'm calling a year of disappointing movies, in that I'm not going to name any specific, but I would just have to say that the last 4 or 5 movies that I've gone to see in the theater have not really met up to the hype that I wanted them to. But I'm thankful for some content on television that has been very, very, very enjoyable, and surprisingly so. The 2 that pop into my mind, probably because I've watched them more recently, were Squid Games, which was very, very entertaining and enjoyable, and then the show, which is on Netflix, and also on Netflix is a show called Midnight Mass, which I enjoyed a lot. I mean, I really, really, really enjoyed it a great deal. It's a horror show. You might say there's a little bit too much monologuing or dialoguing in it, but overall, I think it's a really super creepy, wonderful story and horror thing. One of the best things I've seen in a while.
Okay, so awesome, Marty. So whereas I am clearly sponsored by Disney Plus, Marty, it would seem, is sponsored by Netflix. We will quickly pause this just to bring DB in. If you're listening to the audio version, we are joined by DB. Hello, DB. How are you?
Hey guys, It's good to see everybody.
Good. DB, we were just discussing the idea of what geeky thing we are thankful for, like at the moment or this year, since it is Thanksgiving. But I'll give you a moment to think about that. Andrew, Cap, who would like to go next? Andrew, your hand came up. You can go next.
I'll keep it with Disney Plus because I'm thankful for their $1.99 for 1 month deal that they did, because it led me to Only Murders in the Building, which is on Disney Star. So I wasn't sure where that show was in the UK.
I don't think it was in Hulu.
In America, yeah.
We don't have
Sorry.
Hulu.
In America.
Steve Martin might. So I'm thankful for that.
Oh, okay. Do you know what? I have not. Do you know what? I started watching that, realised that it wasn't a movie, and I stopped after 3 minutes. But I do intend to go back to it. I just didn't have the time at the time.
It's a good show. I enjoyed it.
Okay. Capelfave, what are you thankful for?
Like Marty, what I'm disappointed in is the cartoon shows, basically American cartoon shows. I've not seen anything interesting currently. I think my last favorite shows kind of ended. The last one was Netflix Troll Hunters, and that trilogy is ended as well. But
You're answering.
Yeah,
the opposite
no, I know. Like,
yeah,
what I'm disappointed for. You know, okay, go on. We can go back round and catch up what everyone's disappointed for. But go on, Cap.
yeah. But what I'm thankful for is the explosion of The Witcher, and also The Witcher's Netflix series, including more of the games. So the first season, they said they're not going to include much of the games. They're going to stick strictly on books, and they're kind of, throwing the game fans out of it, which is kind of absurd because the game is what made The Witcher popular internationally.
Okay, Cap. Very quick question here. We won't get like caught up on it. We can perhaps discuss later if we need to go into more detail. Is The Witcher 3 worth getting?
It is.
Okay, it's on sale today on the Nintendo Switch, Black Friday week. I'm very tempted. Okay.
Just get it. But again, the second season is about to come up in December. It's including a lot of stuff from the games as well, the designs, and which looked very cool. And also the game is doing a patch, which is going to use some of the show's design as well. So I like the fact that it's all included. Yes, like that. So I'm thankful for that because I love the Witcher universe.
Okay, thank you very much, Cap. DB, what are you thankful for?
You guys. The opportunity to perform with people, like-minded people. As far as something geeky that I'm thankful for, this show. This show is a great opportunity to get my geek out.
Well, that's awesome. DB, I don't mean to alarm you, but having had a look at you since you've arrived on the show, it does look like you're slowly being absorbed by the Venom symbiote. I don't know if you're aware of this.
And I am, and it's great. Actually, this is a heart disease. This isn't actually on my
sorry, that's your flesh. Oh shit, sorry, man. Wow. Okay, so Marty and Cap have both said things they were disappointed for. Let's if we haven't answered, or if Marty and Cap, if you want to throw another one in, just I suppose for balance in the universe, what is something we are disappointed for, this in the world of geekiness this year? I'll go on, DB. You can start us off.
It's still Jar Jar.
Yeah. It still burns 20 years later.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, what I would say that I'm disappointed for is, okay, so minor spoilers alert. This won't really ruin too much of anything if you haven't seen these things, but so I haven't seen the second half of Masters of the Universe Revelation yet, but I do like the show, but it was the He-Man show that didn't have very much He-Man in it. And then literally today, Hawkeye has started, and this really doesn't tell you much, but there isn't quite as much Hawkeye thus far that I was expecting for a show called Hawkeye. And I'm not quite sure what's going on where they're calling a show something and then And Squid Game, I literally did not see one octopus. I have no freaking idea what's going on with these things. Right.
I have a little. I just read something about Squid Game, and in North Korea there were 2 people who'd snuck in USBs of the show into North Korea, and they were both killed.
What? Where did that come from?
Yeah, they were both killed. You mentioned Squid Game. That's the only reason I just read that.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? If you're watching this show in North Korea, do not come after us.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Andrew, what's been your biggest disappointment?
I'll be honest, I don't get that. I'm not geeky. I won't describe myself geeky enough to get completely disappointed. I said I've got Disney Plus at the moment because I might stay with Disney Plus. I haven't decided yet. But I did watch Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
If I pronounced that correctly. And I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I don't know. I struggled to get into it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. But
I think it's going to be one that once the character's been in some other things, and like the next Avengers movie and stuff like this. And I think my feeling watching Shang-Chi was that I need to watch this again now that I've seen it. I kind of know what to expect, and I think I'll appreciate some things in it more. But yeah, I felt similar. But
although it probably didn't help, like the bus fight sequence, because I'd already seen a film called Nobody with Bob Odenkirk, where there's a bus fight scene, is much better. But see, the one in Shang-Chi.
You should watch the movie Speed. It will blow it out of the water. Right. Okay. Well, yeah. One thing I will say is, like, I didn't know Iron Man that well before the Iron Man film, and when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that was cool or whatever. And it wasn't until then I saw the others, and I saw the first Avengers film and Iron Man 3. Then when I go back and watch the first Iron Man film, then I'm like, oh, I'm really into it. But at first I was like, yeah, it's cool. But then I kind of forgot about it. I think the same will happen with Shang-Chi, just because I didn't feel the connection in the same way. Marty?
Well, since we're talking about Shang-Chi, I just wanted to throw in my 2 cents. I enjoyed the film for what it was. I thought the end was a little overblown. But I was irritated that Shang-Chi was not like that at all when the comic first came out in the 70s. It doesn't resemble that at all. They completely changed him. Back in the 70s, he was a master of martial arts, but he was also a spy working with like MI6 and things like that. And it was a very, very good comic. But I guess somewhere along the way in other comics, they changed him to become more like a superhero. And I didn't read those, so I don't know. Star-Lord is kind of similar. Star-Lord used to be very, very different back in the comics, and they changed him as well. So I just wish there was more of a similarity with the Shang-Chi that I grew up reading versus what it has become.
Yeah, okay, last thing I'll say on Shang-Chi, actually, just because it was like something in the film that struck me the whole time I watched the film. So, I can't remember the character's name, again, I might have to look this up, but like the girl who was with Shang-Chi, who was like, oh, you two are going to get married, and...
Awkwafina.
Is that the character's name, or the actress?
Oh, not the character name, I'm sorry.
Okay, hang on, let me just put it in.
Don't know what
Shang-Chi... Oh yeah, Awkwafina, that's a cool name. Played Katie, which is a very simple name. Yeah, I thought she was like... I might like her more in the future. I thought she was I found her so annoying. Like, the entire film. I did not like her. Like, I don't...
Is in Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. She's like... That almost doesn't fit. Like, I'm surprised that they would cast her.
She's she's basically the comedy relief.
Is she meant to be his girlfriend? Like, who is she?
She's like
just a friend.
Right,
she felt like a sitcom character just
yes,
onto the marble set.
It felt like Janice from Friends was in it. It's like, why is Janice from Friends the main character? She'd have been great if she was like a minor character. but she was
Andrew
just
should
annoying.
explain this stuff more. Andrew should explain this stuff more with just my one-liners.
Yeah, no, that sums it up.
Come on.
This is exactly what I was going to say. It was like there was Janice from Friends, but it's like suddenly in a Marvel film. Anyway, Cap, what are you? Oh, you said what you were disappointed about. Has anyone not?
But
DB?
other than I would include is that right now there's more people working on stuff, more brilliant minds around doing stuff. But I hate that sometimes they don't pay attention to detail. I would like there to be some actual, even like very small details, at least in the main plot, like Loki and stuff. They need to stick to a very strict world building, and they should keep that logic. They shouldn't throw stuff at it and blah 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 blah, and then make it happen. Because it kind of breaks the world and kind of breaks takes you out of it. So I wish they could do that, and I wish they don't ruin the old MCU by doing sort of a lot of crisscross stuff and ruin the plot entirely.
Okay.
I would imagine they can't avoid it. If you look at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, they try to introduce 8 new movies. They're trying to throw everything at you, and even put Sylvester Stallone in one, and it was too much in one shot. It was like the end of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
18.
yeah.
Well,
same with yeah, go.
those characters at the end with Sly Stallone, those are the original Guardians of the Galaxy from the comics.
Okay, what is with that? In these movies, because they didn't give us the original Ant-Man. They don't give us the original Guardians of the Galaxies. They
Right.
It's not the original Captain Marvel. I'm sure there are more, but it's they're not giving us the original anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it's not the original Star-Lord. It's not
There you
the
go.
original Shang-Chi.
But the original everything is usually racist and culturally, it goes against the cultural norms of today. A lot of those comics from the 70s and the stuff they cover. And even how they deal with women very often,
Yeah, no, that's a very fair point. But what I mean is that it's not we've got Ant-Man, but Michael Douglas was the original, still was the original Ant-Man. It's well, why didn't they just make him the character?
It's
To be fair, that character does take over in the comics.
No, but that's what I mean. It would be like going to Batman Beyond and skipping Batman.
Robin.
everything.
Yeah,
Robin
that's
is
what I
the-
mean. That's what I'm getting at. Right, with
also
this...
heard-
No, go ahead.
We have too many Batmans right now, too.
No, we don't have enough Batmans. I want to see Val Kilmer back as Batman as well.
We need a multi-universe Batman. Get them all in the same... Yeah. why
They
not?
literally are. The Flash movie is going to have Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton in the same movie.
Oh, I didn't realize that was the deal.
Yes, that is what's apparently...
Well, just wait. I mean, we're probably going to have all the Spider-Mans in the new Spider-Man movie, too.
Definitely.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, with this, let's go on to a quick fire round. And the quick fire round we're going to have a group category battle. We're going to go in the order: Marty, myself, Andrew, Kaplethev, DB. So you can number yourselves if you want to. So Marty, myself, Andrew, Kaplethev, DB. And what we're going to name, you guys can suggest categories as well, by all means. But the first one we're going to start with is alien species. So the names of alien species that you see in geeky fiction, whether it's film, television, or what have you. So Marty, you get to start us off. Name an alien species.
Cardassian.
Klingon.
Xenomorph.
Galvins.
Kryptonians.
Oh, yep.
Vulcans.
Ferengi.
Kardashians.
Kardashians. Love it. Andrew, I'm actually literally going to give you a bonus point, but you are still eliminated. So, Andrew, if you take out your camera view. Andrew, in fact, would you like to suggest, if you have one, the next round for the rest of us?
Prequels.
Prequels. So we have to... Shall we say movie prequels?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so we have to say the name of a film that we will name the prequel, not the film that the prequel is for, if you know what I mean.
Wow, that's difficult.
Okay, well, there should be quite a few. Capital Fave, name a prequel.
Star Wars: Phantom Menace.
DB.
Oh God, what do I have? 4 seconds left now. 3. Prequel. The Exorcist. Yes, The Exorcist.
What is that a prequel to?
The Exorcist has a prequel.
What's it
The
called?
third one. The Exorcist, the prequel.
DB, I'm going to say you're eliminated there. Take out your camera view. We may
There's
revisit
some-
that. We may revisit that, though.
Technically, he's right.
Okay, DB. Is it called The Exorcist, the prequel?
No, I just said that. No, they wouldn't do that. That'd be a terrible.
Amityville, right? It's Amityville.
No,
The Exorcist
anyway. DB, would you like to name the category for the rest of us?
Villains.
Villains.
Cartoon villains.
Cartoon villains.
You'll go for a
Cartoon
long
villains.
time.
Okay, Marty, you get to start.
Lex Luthor.
Mr. Burns.
Dunmore the Black.
Doctor Doom.
The Joker.
Shredder.
Doctor Octopus.
Krang.
Bill Gax.
The Vulture.
The Taskmaster.
Bizarro.
Rhino.
Lizard.
Two-Face.
The Scorpion.
Thanos.
Penguin.
The Green Goblin.
The Riddler.
Sinestro.
Hobgoblin.
A Foot Soldier.
Doomsday.
The Prowler.
Mumra.
Lord Dooku or Count Dooku.
Count Dookie. No.
No, Count Dooku.
Someone say Darth Vader yet?
No.
Wow.
Okay then. Darth Maul.
Palpatine.
Sandman.
King K. Rool.
The Mummy.
The Wingless Wizard.
Jesus. 3, 2. Oh, I'm out. Right. Okay. So, let's have a look. I will name the next category then, and what I will say is you have to name different famous vehicles from geek culture. Famous geek vehicles. We need the name of the vehicle, not just a description. And Capital Fave, you get to start.
The Batmobile.
Copter.
Bat Plane.
The Bat Cycle.
The Bat Submarine.
The Spider-Mobile.
The Bat Spaceship.
Does that one exist?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll trust you.
The Avengers Quinjet.
The X-Jet.
That's not what it's called.
Oh,
The
Marty.
X-Plane.
Hang on, we're going to say that's an incorrect answer there. Marty, what is it called?
It's called the Blackbird.
Oh.
But they also say the X-Jet. I can bring you a clip.
I'm
of
gonna
that
I'm gonna
in the
fact check
culture.
this.
Okay.
While you're fact checking, I would like to point out that there was an Exorcist sequel, prequel called Dominion.
Oh, hang on, correct. Incorrect challenge. I've got here X-Men Wiki, the X-Jet. It
Really?
counts. Yeah. So Marty, I'm gonna hold that against you there and say Capithave, you have taken it. So.
Oh, bullshit.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 points for you there, Marty, and 5 whole points for Capithave. Now, we are going to play 20 questions at this stage. I will think of a character from something geeky, and everyone else will have to ask me yes or no questions as they try to figure out who it is. They are both working collaboratively and competitively, as they can ask questions strategically, not to give things away to their competitors. But at any point, if they want to take a guess at what it is, they can jump in and jump the queue of the order. But if they are wrong, they are frozen out of the game. So, with this, I am thinking of a character. Marty, you get the first question.
Is your character male?
Yes. Okay, Capelthave.
Is this character from the superhero genre?
No.
You're in.
Andrew.
Is your character a horror movie character?
No.
Is your character a detective?
No. Marty.
Is your character from a movie franchise?
No. Capelthave.
Is your character from a video game?
No.
Is your character from a television series?
Yes.
Did someone ask about movie? Did you ask about if it was a movie, Marty? Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Yes. Yeah.
So we know it's a TV show, not a movie. Is your character the protagonist?
Yes, they are.
That helps a little, I think.
Okay, who's next?
Is your character in the sci-fi? It's me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your character in the sci-fi genre?
No, it's not actually. No.
Is this TV show a cartoon show?
No, it's not. The one thing I'll say about sci-fi, I might look it up ever slightly more. I don't believe it is science fiction, but I will check that whilst we talk, and if I'm wrong, I'll come back to it.
There's a robot butler in it, right?
So, are you suggesting that it's Rocky IV?
Yeah, it's not science fiction. Okay, so whose question is it?
Mine.
Okay, Andrew.
Is your character a killer?
Ooh, now that is a question. I would say. Oh, let me just double check one thing. Let me double check one.
He's over milking it, isn't he?
That's not who I was thinking. But...
I'm inclined to say not really. I will say no, but there is a discussion that could be had about that. But I would say no.
Is it me?
It's not you, no. No, okay, it is your question, DB.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't think anyone asked this. I did ask. I was about to ask if the character was a cop, but I asked if it was a detective before. Is your character known in part for the vehicle they drive? Like Knight Rider is known for Kit, that kind of thing?
No.
Does your character use a weapon?
Not famously, if at all. So I would say no.
This guy sucks. This guy's the worst guy ever.
We're not doing well.
You know, I've literally lost count of where you are at to, actually. Have you asked 3 questions each?
Yeah, I did. I have.
Okay, so that is 12 questions down. Marty, is your
You're
question.
literally nowhere.
Yeah, we haven't got nowhere. We know it's a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a detective. He's not a cop.
Wait, maybe he's the free guy.
Maybe that's a good. But that's a
from
movie.
Yeah.
Not a TV show. Whose question is it?
Marty's, I believe.
No, I just asked a question.
Oh, then Cap.
Is this TV show from the 2000s?
No.
Oh, no.
Is this TV series currently airing or recent?
Yes.
That's still my question. The 2000 hasn't finished yet.
What? You're asking about the entire millennium?
Yes.
Well, in that case, Cap.
Andrew
yes,
does
it
have
is.
another question.
Yes, it is. So, DB.
Does this show have an ensemble that the main Wait, I'm changing my question because I have. Does this show stream on a specific streaming service?
Yes.
And only that, okay.
Yes, as far as I know, is what I can say if that's your fuller question.
Yeah, that's my full question. It's not a very good one.
Okay, Marty, we're at 16 questions, so technically this is your last round of questions.
Oh, goody. Well, we've established that he's not in a superhero genre, but does he have powers, abilities, magical powers of any type?
No.
This guy is a dud.
Okay, Cap Fave, it's your question.
Yeah, it's Ned Flanders.
Great. Someone totally devoid of character.
Okay, Cap.
Does this character at least know any martial arts?
No.
Nada.
Oh, God.
This might actually be a good question.
Well, hang on, DB, hang on. It is Andrew's question.
Sorry.
Oh, God. Is this show on Netflix?
Yes, it is. Okay, DB.
We already decided it's not a superhero. It's a cop. It's not. This is my last question, I believe.
It is.
The questions I'm coming up with are like, is he middle aged? Does he like to read? I'm thinking like, has he ever had a job in like the fast food industry? Things like
appropriate for this character.
Is the character have a sidekick?
No.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, it is time. It is now time to guess.
We're gonna go and shows on this via Netflix.
I have funny guesses.
Okay, Marty, would you like to guess?
Sure. I'm going to say that it's the front man from Squid Games.
Do you have a character name?
Just a number. They're all numbers.
No, he does have a name, but I can't remember what it is because it's Korean.
Well, do you like? I don't know what to do with a guess where you just give a description rather than because you kind of haven't guessed.
Well, we
That's
don't know
what-
we don't know what it is.
Oh, in the show.
I was thinking Squid Game too, but I haven't seen it, so I don't know any of the characters.
Wow. Would anyone else like to wager a guess?
Is this one of these people?
I can't. If do you know what, that would have been a very interesting and controversial question if you'd asked it. Just showing a bunch of people. Is it one of these people?
That was like watching Blair Witch Project.
It was. Okay. Anyone else want to actually guess?
Is it 3571?
Is it what, Andrew?
3571, and then numbered,
That's an
aren't they?
incorrect guess.
Can I have a question?
You don't have. Well, there's no questions left. You can only guess.
Okay. I have a possible answer.
Okay, go on, DB.
It might sound a little culturalist. Is it Ting Tao Wang?
No, that's an stab in the dark that was probably moving on. So at this stage, because
Can I guess?
you
now
can
that he's
guess.
looked up the names of the show.
He's been Googling the hell out of it.
Netflix Squid Game, the front man.
No, you're taking too long, Cap. I'm sorry.
Are you Lee Jang Jae? As
That's it. I was close.
Okay, at this stage, I will stop you because
Please.
for the love of God, stop. I am going to say, Marty, you have the correct answer. It is 456, and it is pronounced Ki-hung, it would seem. I did just check the pronunciation, but it is spelt as if you're reading Seong Ji-han, but apparently it's pronounced Ki-hun, and that is the character. So, Marty, despite the fact that almost everything was a no, you did get what I will accept as the correct answer, and for that, you will get 3 points.
I don't want to cheat. Frontman is a different character from who you just.
Oh,
mentioned.
okay. Then I'm taking your points away. Then, right? All of you failed. You're right. In fact, who is the front man? The guy.
The guy that wears the mask.
Yeah, no, you're wrong. Then you're completely wrong. Look, if we were going to go for Squid Game, Cap. In fact, I'll give you the points. So.
No, you won't.
I'm
I'm using Google.
Okay. So let's go on to our what will be. Okay, we're gonna. Yeah, DB.
I need to add one more thing. Like, I have to say this because I was saying it before about the Exorcist prequel. The Exorcist prequel is literally called the Exorcist prequel. It's called Dominion prequel to the Exorcist, and I was just joking when I said prequel.
Do you know what, DB?
Get the point.
Even though you've literally said that, well, it's actually called something different than what you did said. It's close enough that I'm going to give you a bonus point. So.
That's a pity point. That's what that.
Fair enough. I'll take the Bitcoin.
Okay, so we're going to come on to our quick penultimate round now. And this penultimate round is we are going to have a quick round, kind of like a joke-telling round. We are going to ruin TV show titles by changing one letter. We are going to ruin TV show titles by changing one letter. So basically, as an example, instead of saying, let's think of a TV show, instead of saying Superman, you would say Super Matt, and you can give a brief description of who is Super Matt, but you get the idea of what we're looking for. So ruin a TV show title by changing one letter. If you have one, then give a wave. Capital fave.
TMHT, Teenage Mutant Horny Turtles.
I like it. Okay, Andrew.
The B team and the A team aren't available.
Love it. DB.
Reeking Bad.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to say Naught Rider, because when you want something good, you just get naught. Marty.
Squid LeMays. It's all about squids that wear shiny fabrics.
Excellent. Capital fave.
Batman, wanted and banned in all the world.
Okay. Not a clue. DB.
The Limp Sons. The Limp Sons.
Okay. Capital Fave.
Enemies, not friends.
That what? What? How is that changing one letter? Okay.
Yeah.
Fat Man and Robin. Because after years of cancellation, it came back and Bruce has put on some weight. Marty.
A flush. He can only run in circles down the drain.
Love it. DB.
30 cock. There's only so much one man can take.
Okay, Andrew.
Into Stella.
Ah, like it. Right, on a similar going down the bad routes that DB set for us, I'm going to say young cock.
Oh, God.
Right, anyone else? It's about a chicken, guys. Is that what you mean? Right, anyone else for this? Change one letter to ruin a TV show title. Going once.
Really.
Okay,
No,
Marty.
you know what?
Marty.
Pokey. They don't know where Gumby is.
All right. DB.
Twin Beaks. It's a story about two birds fighting. Twin Beaks.
Yep, absolutely. Capital Fave.
You know what? This is actually a show, but I'm not sure in my book they didn't ruin it, but the people who grew up in the old show might have. Okay, you all know Buck Rogers, right? There is Duck Dodgers!
Okay. DB.
The Walking Red. They're all really well-read zombies.
Love it. Andrew.
The Twilight Bone. Don't let your dog out at night.
Okay, ad scene. Well done, everyone.
Wait,
So-
I have one.
Go on then, Cap.
Texter.
Texter. Love it.
Yeah.
Go
I
on
got
then,
one
DB.
more. Dr. Howe.
Love it. Okay, so with this, we are going to go on to our finale round, which will be our impressions round. We will each be given 90 seconds to do as many impressions as we can. Do you know what? I didn't award any points there, but I should have done. We'll do that again, and I'll think of how we score that game. But with this, we'll get 90 seconds to do impressions. For everyone that someone guesses, the person doing the impression will get a point, and the person who guessed correctly will get a point. Let's roll the dice to see who will go first, and it will be Marty. So let's get some characters for you. And here we've got some characters. And I'm going to send them across to you into the chat, which is not available for our audience to see. And you will have 90 seconds on the clock, and here you go.
Oh, I used to be just a plain old X-Men, but now I can turn into a giant fiery bird. Woo!
Buzz Phoenix?
But I'm
Dark
I'm
Phoenix.
not- yes.
Okay.
My head just went somewhere else.
By the power of Grayskull.
Buzz. DB.
That would be He-Man.
Yes. This ring will help me fight crime.
Cap.
Green Lantern.
Yes. I used to be a mogwai.
I got it.
DB.
Meagle. Lord of the Rings.
No.
Gollum.
Buzz Gremlin.
What's my name?
Buzz Stripe.
Yes. Well, I have an impressive collection of spores, molds, and fungus.
Oh, Buzz Egon Spengler.
Yes. I'm with the Justice League, and I can change my form anytime I like.
Cap.
Yeah, Martin Manhunter.
Yes. Harry Potter, I hate you, and one day I'm going to get you. I'm such a spoiled
DB.
brat.
DB.
Malfoy. Malfoy.
Yes. Dude, I'm one of the turtles.
Buzz. Buzz. Michelangelo.
No.
What?
I got it.
Okay. Cap was next.
You are Raphael.
No.
Donatella.
Yes.
Okay, and that is time. That is time. Okay, so with this, let's roll the dice and see who we will have go next.
I can never remember which weapon each one of them carries. So,
Andrew, you are up next. You will have 90 seconds on the clock to do impressions, and here you go.
Avengers.
Buzz,
Okay.
Nick
Buzz.
Fury. Nick Fury.
Yes. Batman. Oh, that's a terrible impression.
I got it.
Penguin's real name.
DB.
Oswald Cobblepot.
Yes. The robot in Star Wars. No,
Buzz.
sorry.
Marty.
oh, C-3PO? R2-D2?
Yes, CGPO. Angelina Jolie played her
Buzz.
twice.
Lara Croft.
Yep. I am.
Buzz.
Cap, I think, was first.
Batman.
No.
Marty.
Iron Man.
And I just realised that wasn't a great clue, but
I am
Vin Diesel.
inevitable. What?
Vin Diesel.
Buzz.
I am.
Groot.
Yes. We were talking about him earlier. The 10 Rings. Legend of
Buzz.
the 10 Rings.
Oh, Cap.
Shang-Chi.
Is that correct?
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, sorry, my internet went funny then. Red pill or blue pill?
Buzz.
Marty.
Morpheus.
Yep.
And that is time. That is time. Okay, so with this, let's roll the dice. See who...
Andrew's not good at that game because it's a list.
Yeah, Andrew hates lists.
List.
That is like the trivia fact of the day. Andrew, do not put a list in front of Andrew. Right, who did I say was going next, or did I not? DB. Okay, there is your list, and here you go.
The Green Lantern's name.
Buzz.
Marty.
Shoot. Oh, crap.
Cap.
Rainer.
Hal Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner in Avengers.
Buzz. Hawkeye.
Todd McFarlane's most famous thing.
Buzz.
Shit, I have no idea. Who buzzed DB you pick?
Marty.
Vaughn.
Yep. Skip. Not the nucleus, but the...
Buzz.
Marty.
Proton?
No.
Wait. Oh, the atom.
Yes.
Wow.
The guy who's leading Guardians of the Galaxy. The character's name. The big guy.
Buzz. Batista. No, that's wrong. Cap.
Drax.
Yes. Hawkeye's on here twice. Sylvester Stallone and the bow and arrow.
Buzz.
Marty.
Rambo.
Yes. Robert Downey Jr. The Avengers.
Buzz. Iron Man.
Sylvester Stallone in the movie about the future where he's a Marvel character.
Buzz. Judge Dredd.
Yes. The other one that sounds like Robert Downey Jr.'s character but is a little different.
Buzz, the Iron Lady.
Almost, that's close. You're on the right track.
Cap.
You're Jarvis?
No, we'll skip it.
Buzz.
Marty.
Iron Heart.
No, it's the
Okay.
Iron Fist.
Okay, that is time. Right. So.
Is Drax leaving Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, he's not doing the next one. Someone else will play it, but he's not. Doing
He's in part 3, but basically Batista's like, I'm 50, I can't stay in this shape forever. So
he's one of the people who's not doing the voice on the cartoon too. So
yeah, but we know the reason for that is because basically he spoke out when they fired James Gunn, and so he didn't get the invite. So Right, who has not had a go yet? Okay, Cap and myself, and I will go next. So I will get a list of characters for me. And let's have a look. So here is my list. So keep track, audience, whenever I'm doing this, just because awarding points on the scoreboard takes a little bit of time. I will just put everyone on the honor system, but they will tell me what they got correctly at the end. But here I go. I'm your #1 fan. Oh, I got this paper for you to write your novel. How could you kill misery? Skip.
Oh.
Screw you guys.
Oh,
Right, Marty.
Oh, what's her name?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Go. Kneel before me.
Buzz.
Cap.
You are General Zod.
Yes. I really am afraid of snakes.
Buzz.
Marty.
Indiana Jones.
Yes. I've got this metal arm. And I killed,
Buzz.
Marty.
Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier.
Yes. Nuclear vessels, Captain.
Buzz.
Marty.
Commander Chekhov.
Yes. You are all beneath me. I am the mighty Asgard. Yes, Andrew.
Annie Wilkes.
Yes, earlier. Yes, Cap.
You are Loki.
Yes. Let's have a look. So, I'm not the alpha, but I've got this dead person's face that I'm wearing. Because I'm not the alpha, I'm the Cap.
You are the Omega.
No, I'm not the alpha. I'm next in line. Marty.
Beta.
Yes.
Is this Alpha Omega? No,
Marty.
I know.
Marty.
Hannibal Lecter.
Yes, and that is time. Okay, so who needs some points? Who needs some points? Show me. 6 for Marty. Wow.
Ow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cap, how many do you need?
I got Loki and some 2 guys. I'm not sure. I
And
don't
who?
remember.
So we'll say
I
2.
don't remember.
Right, so Cap, you get 2, which brings it up to 8. Andrew, how many did you get?
1 for my delayed.
1 for your delayed Annie Wilkes. Makes it 9. DB, how many did you get?
I got none for you. None for you, but I got about 7 altogether on the other.
9. Okay, so who does this leave? Cap or Fave?
Yes.
Right, so we have a very interesting score here. Myself and Marty are tied for first place at 21 points. Cap or Fave, in theory, you can get the most points out of this round because everyone that someone guesses, you will get a point. So you're definitely within the running. Andrew and DB, I'm not a mathematician. I don't think you can win, but you might. So you could still spoil it for someone else, though. So do your worst. Right, Cap Fave. Let's get your characters. Sending them across to you. Ooh, almost sent it to DB. Cap. So there are your characters. And, oh, Tim David. Hello, Tim. Tim, where are you? Come on the show again. It'd be great to have you. Says go Cap.
Hey, Jim.
Right, Tim says go Cap. And so Cap, I've sent you your characters, and here you go.
I am the guy in He-Man with machines and stuff. I have.
Oh, Man at Arms.
Correct. Skip. I am Tony Stark's dad.
Buzz.
Andrew.
Howard Stark.
Correct. Skip. Wakanda forever.
Buzz.
Andrew.
Black Panther.
Name.
Tai Chi.
Marty.
T'Challa.
Correct. I am the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles villain, but I am extra powerful.
Marty.
Shredder.
But extra powerful.
Buzz. Super Shredder.
Correct. Skip. I was Chris Evans before I became Captain America. It's
Buzz.
a Fantastic Four.
Marty.
Human Torch.
His name.
Johnny Storm.
Okay, I'm not sure. I am Tony Stark's best friend.
Buzz, War Machine.
Correct. Yeah, I like to fight Nazis, and I have a whip, and I don't like snakes.
Buzz.
Oh,
Buzz.
Andrew.
Indiana Jones.
Correct. Skip. Yes, I am Batman's butler.
Buzz.
Got it.
Oh, DB.
Alfred.
Yes. Skip. Oh, I rule hell.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Marty.
Satan.
Yeah, but my usual title.
Buzz.
The devil.
Correct.
Okay, we'll give it, and that is time. That is like way over time, in fact. So, we have an interesting situation. Capelthave, you have 22 points. Marty, you have 24 points. And I have 24 points. So, can someone else give a tiebreaker between me and Marty, please? What?
In what way? What do you mean a tiebreaker?
I don't know.
What do you-
Someone, like, I can't set what the tiebreaker is because then I could be
Right,
biased in my
category
favour.
battle.
A category battle between me and Marty. Can someone else set the topic then? And Marty, whatever it is, you can go first.
I got a good characters that died and came back to life.
Ooh, characters that died and came back to life.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, Marty, you can go first.
Jean Grey.
Jesus Christ.
Superman.
Died and came back to life. I have no idea. Marty, you win. There you go.
You could have literally named the Avengers.
Did they
in
though?
MCU.
Oh, they've
Technically,
been
they all
blitzed.
died.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. Didn't think. Right.
Happy
Well
stars.
done, Marty. You're the
Hey.
Geek of the Week.
Hey, Cap. What was the one with Chris Evans that you were doing?
It's just Johnny Blaze.
Oh, that's Ghost Rider.
Man.
Oh, who guessed that? Who guessed that?
Well, I guess.
Oh, Marty, I'm taking away a point. I did it. I did it. No, okay. Right. Okay. So.
That's fine, if you want.
That would be the most disputed win ever.
Okay, let's find out where we can find everyone on social media. And just like to wrap up, what is a so as we wrap things up, tell people a recommendation that you have for the geeky world for this week for everyone. And let's start with Capelthave. Where can the people find you, and what is your recommendation for people?
You can find me on the next show, but what I recommend is The Witcher animated movie, which is a great movie to get into the world of The Witcher. You can then follow up the series, the books, and also the games. The other recommendation is DB's Welcome Back to America with One with Friends. I mean, if you're a Friends fan, you got it.
Okay. DB, where can the people find you, and what would you recommend for them?
At first I'd like to recommend Ghostbusters. I'm going to recommend that as a little nostalgia out there. I enjoyed it. Went to go see it this week. And as far as where you can see me, just Google my name or Welcome Back to America.
Okay, fantastic.
On Xstreamed too.
Andrew, where can the people find you?
You can find me watching the rest of Only Murders in the Building, which I highly recommend. Steve Martin and Martin Shaw. Very good show.
Wait,
Fantastic.
they call it something different in England? It has a different title?
Well,
What's the title of it? Is it?
Only Murders in the Building.
It's different in this state.
What's
It's a different.
No, it's not. That's the same title.
Really?
like?
Yeah.
I just love that DB insists that in the US it's called Fear the Walking Dead.
Right.
Right.
Godfather 3.
So, my name is David Pstansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pstansky. And my recommendation for this week is to watch Doctor Who Flux, because after a bad third episode, the fourth episode was awesome. Marty, where can the people find you, our Geek of the Week?
On Instagram at What Would Jesus Glue, here on Xstreamed Improv. And my recommendation is Midnight Mass on Netflix. If you like horror, it's a slow burn, but there are some points where it gets really super creepy and weird and good, and while I was watching it, it reminded me of watching Salem's Lot, the original Salem's Lot, back in the 1979. Really, I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay, awesome. So that has been this week's Geek Battle. Do spread the word, audience. And from me, from everyone else, stay safe, always stay extremed, use the force, and live long and prosper. Bye.
Okay.
Boom. We're off the air.
I won't forgive myself for